guys, there really is levels to this trading stuff. I'm going to be honest, and this is, one of the times I really do see this because I lost two trades back to back, same day, London session open, New York session open, but I'm not even mad about it. I lost the maximum I can lose in one day, which is 3%, as I set that rule for myself, and I know and keep true to myself, which I'm not going to break these rules. I've risked 2.5% this first trade, got stopped out, and then it went to hit my first take profit being Asia session highs, and my second take profit being this 1 hour high. It was on track to go and hit my third take profit, which is why I took this second trade. But then I am going to assume there's some sort of external news or something happened here, which caused price to change in direction so suddenly. There was no news that came out at 3:35, but yeah, this is a great example of how big a part mentality and emotions and mental discipline is in trading, because people can go and lose two back-to-back trades like this and be so unbelievably annoyed or angry with themselves, however they're feeling. But to be able to take this on the chin and try look back and learn from it, which I've done my own trade recap in my notes. I'm gonna now give this information on what I learned in this video. So first off, this first trade, to be honest with you, if we rewinded this day, I would still take this trade exactly the same. I my first initial theory was maybe I put the stop loss in the wrong place. We could have come down without getting stopped out before pushing higher. I look at this and I set my stop loss 2 pips below the most previous 15-minute low. It wasn't like choppy and we didn't put on the wrong low or anything like that. I stand by, I put my stop loss in the correct place. I'm gonna kind of, although one of my biggest things is to keep your, what's it called when you like blame yourself in a positive way? Bro, am I an idiot? Am I actually an idiot? What? You know what I mean? Accountability. Accountability. Oh my god, that took me too long to figure out. I'll try to take accountability for this, but maybe I'll, in however long, in months or years or something, when I look back at this trade, I'll see the mistake I made and I'll be able to take accountability then. But currently, right now, the situation I'm in now, I'm just going to blame it on March price action, because March has been one of the worst months in. I see it in back testing as well. When I go through these years, I don't trade December at all. So when it gets to December, that is like a holiday month for me. Hopefully, that's a bit annoying when I'm poor, because that's a whole month with no trading. But for me, maybe when I'm rich, that's gonna be fun as fuck. But right now, it's not. But we're not in December, so why am I worrying about that? And December, so I'm not going to take any trades in December. And for March, I'm going to just size down. That's mainly because March still has price movements, whereas when you look at December, everything is just choppy because there's nothing really going on. So in December, price is just doing this. You just get stopped out, stopped out, stopped out, stopped out. It just does this because people have trades, with a positive risk to reward. Your stop is always closer to like your entry point than your take profits will be. So if you take a trade and December just moves like this, you're just gonna, like, you might hit one stop, the first take profit every now and again, but it's very rare that, even if you do place a short, it's very rare that your full take profits get hit, because it's just really choppy. So I don't like trading December because not much goes on. Whereas March will give a direction, but with, I think it's even worse this year because of Trump and everything that's going on. It's very unpredictable. Price action just doesn't move as organically, although unlike December, it does tend to have more of a direction to it. But that's the reason why I'm sizing down in March. And to stop the waffle, I'm going to go on about this trade, which I actually did find something that I could take accountability for, which was the lack of a initial take profit. We only had, one take profit, whereas here we had 1, 2, 3. And I think maybe, I don't know, maybe I should have had another take profit on this trade, but because it's a bit of a larger trade, I don't think it's as important. Um, but for this trade, it definitely is important. As you can see, we've got this imbalance here, okay? And then we've got this imbalance here, which then the overlapping part creates an order block. Oh my god, a BPR. Sorry, jeez, I cannot. That was poor. A BPR. Oh, bro, it's not fucking deleting. So take profits should have been at the bottom of this BPR. If you guys don't know what a BPR is, don't worry, there'll be a video coming out for that very soon. But it's pretty much when you have one imbalance which gets inversed, so there's two, but the inverse, like the move inversing the original fair value gap, is also a fair value gap. It's not just a closure below the original fair value gap. So you've got two fair value gaps. It's the overlapping fair value gap, which is the balanced price range, which I'm not getting into it now. You can watch the video about it. But pretty much for such a small trade, that I should have set take profit there, and that would have, did it get, yeah, it got hit. That would have got hit. I would have moved my stop loss to break even, and I would have been stopped out, and I would have made a little bit of money. But at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world, is it? But that is something I've written down to take notes for. I need to be more aware when setting and take profits, and don't just rush. Because I saw this move here, I was overconfident. I was just, yeah, we've already hit the take profit. I'm not even going to look in detail for what's up here, but I should have, but I didn't. Is what it is. We ended up getting stopped out because of, in my opinion, I would say there's some sort of external reason why this happened, which I haven't even found out about yet. But overall, happy with the trades. Like the overall movement of the day, as you can see, was like bullish. So I'm happy with my bias, happy with my entries. I followed all my rules. The only thing I personally could have worked on is the take profits for the second trade. But yeah, to create this bias, previous day lows were swept out instantly with Asia session. The first thing I noticed was possible equilibrium for Asia session, and we created relative equal lows here with a 1 hour low, which then London session open straight away takes out equilibrium and the liquidity, this is like perfect for me because we've just taken out this 4 hour here was a very major low. There wasn't much liquidity surrounding that, so there was no real reason for us to go lower. As you can see, the next low is a news low, I'm assuming, which is all the way down here. So no real reason for us to go lower, and we did have perfect sweeps of liquidity and discounted price action we tapped into, all just session open. We had very nice Asia session highs, 1 hour highs, previous day highs, all looked very good. I'm very happy with the trade, although I did lose money, but it just shows how far you can come in trading, what sort of like delusional mindset it is where you can lose the maximum amount you can lose on a day, and you can kind of be proud that you did that. So it's a bit backwards, I know, but hopefully you guys understand why I think like this, and that you guys can maybe get there as well. Maybe you are there, maybe you're way past me. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from the video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.